everyone, it's me, Natalie again. First off, let me address something. I got a really inconsiderate comment from someone from a live that I did yesterday. What people don't realize is that I am separating my lives from my life coaching. My lives is showing you how I'm having fun and healing after 5 years of being in a traumatic, abusive, head effed up world. And that if you have to criticize and say, oh, you shouldn't talk about your sex life, you shouldn't talk about your husband's incompetent. He's not incompetent. He just can't keep up with me. So there's hims and hers that people take all the time. It's normal for our age, okay? My husband's 41 years old. After, I don't know, 40 minutes, I would say, hey, yeah, he probably has to take something if he's keeping up with someone like me, because us women, we really can last pretty long. And so when you come on here, and there are women on here trying to get back into this reality of a sexual connection that heals your marriage, that makes it better, that makes the communication, the agreements, and much more better in your life, and you have the nerve to come on my comments to tell me that you adore me, but yet I shouldn't be telling people about this or that about my life, or if I need to go pee real quick, it's unprofessional, it doesn't seem like a life coach. Well, I've already stated, when I go live, it has nothing to do with me being a life coach. It's just me being a normal, regular ass person, okay? The light's bad. I was trying to be in the sunshine. And that I am just trying to feel alive again, okay? Do you understand the suppression I've been through, like, in 24 years? Do you understand it? I should look up here more, because that's where the camera is. I'm gonna put my glasses back on. Do you understand the suppression that I've been through in 24 years? For once in 24 years, I go on live to meet other people. Yes, I do delete some when nasty men come on there. But, however, my channel is to show people how to heal and how I'm having and cutting loose. Tomorrow, I go back to school. I go back to work tomorrow, okay? So, when you come on here and you try to tell me how to run my own page, honey, you messed with the wrong person, just like my mother-in-law messed with the wrong person. I've never got a comment from you before. You're trying to tell me how to run my page because you're probably one of those people that want me to pay you to do my page. Well, guess what, baby? This page is for people to heal, to get through their trauma, to get through their narcissistic in-laws or sister-in-laws or whatever it is, husband's wife, whatever it is. And if I feel like being myself, which I've always been on this page, and you criticize me for being me, shame on you. Because all I get is, oh my God, all I can do is relate to you, Natalie. I get you. I get you. Thank you for this video. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thank you. I can't believe I was alone and I found you. And now I'm not alone. And your techniques are working. And I'm trying to be on the healing path. And you're teaching me to be healed. And you're teaching me how to get through this. And you come on my page and you want to criticize me because I have to tell someone to go to, I have to use the restroom. It's a normal bodily function, okay? I can't help. I was on live for an hour and a half or whatever it was, and I needed to pee. Was it a professional life coaching thing? No, it wasn't. But let me tell you, I am trying to show my subs who own this page. I don't own this page. They do. Do you understand that they are the ones that keep this page up? I don't. Without them, there would not be this subs, 3,000, whatever it is. Okay? They made it possible because they're lonely and they're trying to figure out how to get back in rhythm with their spouse. So when you criticize me talking about love life, when it is a huge problem, when you are dealing with narcissistic in-laws, you fall out of love because you are fighting so hard to keep your marriage intact that you forget about each other and you become roommates. I was one of those people. So now, because I am not one of those people anymore, and I am trying to teach people that although you may not at the time, because you've said no so much, but your body's feeling it as a woman that you need this, practice saying yes. Go upstairs with your husband, reconnect. Because I can tell you, reconnecting sexually with my husband made me fall in love with him all over again. And for you to shame me for talking about how to reconnect with my husband or anybody else's husband, you have some work to do on yourself, ma'am or sir. If I say my husband has to take a Hims after an hour of you know what up in the bedroom, it's because I'm having so much fun with him that I want to continue. He doesn't have a problem. It's just it makes it longer. And if I decide as a person, a willing participant, that I'd like to go longer than an hour, I have the right to do so. You know why? Because I'm reconnecting and having fun. And this is what I'm trying to teach men and women on my channel, that you can cut loose. Quit being a hard ass all the time. Because I was one of those people. Numb. Freaking numb to everything. And it's a miserable life to live. It's lonely. As a woman or a man, your sexual desires and needs start to fade into a point that you don't even feel sexual as a being anymore. Although you may have children, how do you think they were created? This is why men and women cheat on each other, because their love life dies. And you want to come on my page and tell me and criticize me about how to talk on my own channel? When I know for a fact, because I talk to people, I email people, I comment people, that a man's love language and a woman's love language is very different. And you have to respect it. But us women, we also have sexual urges and needs and desires. But if we don't meet them after a certain time, they die. We feel nothing down there anymore. And that was me. That's my testimony. But when I started saying yes, and he would kiss me on my neck when I was making stew or whatever, and grabbing my hips again because I asked him to do so, something inside of me sparked. It sparked. And a lot of people are missing that spark in their marriage. And that's the truth. You have fought so hard against this one thing that you forgot about your real life. The things that matter the most. You should be appreciative if your husband's working a 12-hour day to provide for your family. And all he wants to do is just hold you because he went through so much bullshit. I worked on a construction site for 7 years, sweetie. I know the bullshit and the hassles and all the government bullshit and inspections and everything. All the people that come check your stuff out say things are wrong. You have to refix them even though you know they're right. It's hard life for men. Even if they're sitting behind a desk doing numbers all day. When they come home, they want a good meal waiting on them. They want a clean home. They want to make sure their son got to soccer practice or football practice if they couldn't make it. But you know what they really want? Because before your children even entered this family, all they ever wanted was you. This is why they created what they created with you. It wasn't by mistake, it was by design. So when your husband comes home and he's hugging you tight and he's loving on you and he's asking you, hey, stop doing what you're doing too much, you've already done enough, come sit down with me and watch a movie and snuggle, doesn't always mean sex. It means he just needs somebody to be there for him because he went through a hard day of work. And that vice versa. Maybe you need to go snuggle with him because you had a hard day's work. So don't come and tell me how to run my language on my page when I know for a fact that what I'm going through is the same god dog thing other people in this world are going through. Millions. I'm surprised I don't have millions on my subscriber page, to be honest. Because this is happening in almost every other marriage. Millions. I can say, hey, I need to pee. What's the problem with that? With me setting down a phone and letting me use the bathroom and doing what I need to do. I'm on live. I'm not life coaching. If someone asks me a question, of course, I will respond. But the truth is, I want to heal and meet people and like go on live and have fun. I start work tomorrow. And you come on my page and say something, I adore you, but you shouldn't say this and that. Well, you know what? I'm just a real person, and real people understand me. They understand me. They're like, oh, that wasn't life coaching. You're not a life coach if you say this. No, because I wasn't life coaching at the time. I was just being a regular person. I'm not a life coach nonstop. You think dude, my husband would divorce me if I was just always life coaching. I'm a normal person. That's why people relate to me. So I can say and do what I want on my own channel without you coming on the comments on that live saying what you said, and you should apologize to me. Because that really hurt my feelings that you're saying that I need to be a life coach nonstop, all the time, 24 hours. I'm sorry. I'm a mother. I'm a good wife. I'm a good house taker, cooker, gardener, vegetable gardener. I take care of special needs animals. I raise charity for special needs animals. I donate wheelchairs for special needs animals. I raise money for them to get surgery. I do a lot more than just life coaching. So if I go on live, it's not because I'm life coaching. It's because I just want to be sitting and chilling. And I have the right to sit and chill. I'm 39. I'm responsible. I don't have to work when I do because I love my life. And it brings me joy to be around special needs children that love me and depend on me. I like that dependency. See, me, I know me. I need structure in my life. So I'm not depressed. So I don't have anxiety. I need to wake up at 4:45 every day a.m., make my coffee, do my vitamins, do my medicine, go take a shower, get ready before my son's even up by 6. And then wake him up at 6:15, cook, clean, make lunches, make my coffees, my cold coffee to bring to work. Let's see. Make sure all of his paperwork is signed. Make sure his homework was done the night before with us. Make sure his reading was done at 4 o'clock the day before. Make sure all of this. This is what mothers do. I'm not on here saying things that other women don't feel. So as a man, because I know you must be a man, you have to understand we work 24/7 hours a day. I can't be a life coach 24/7 hours a day. There are times in my life I get to cut loose, be me as a person, and just sit back and watch reality. And when people get nasty on lives, what do? I shut them off and I delete them. But it's also raised subscribers who didn't know that I was a life coach for this certain thing because there's not many. I was the first one on YouTube talking about this. Very first one, even though I have the lowest subs because they copy and translate my freaking videos onto their videos and have been caught doing it. They don't take my video, they transcribe it and then teach people the techniques I came up with and talk about the things I talk about and word for word say what I say when I'm in a very serious video. Today's video is not very serious because I'm kind of upset over that comment and it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna be me. All my subs know, like, this is who I am. Sorry. But when I am very serious and I'm life coaching, you can ask anybody that's ever been my client how serious I take the situation. But if I feel as a 39-year-old, and I'm tired of discussing this, to cut loose and go live, don't come on my live telling me and really ridiculing me, talking about our love life as women and men who are suffering in the bedroom, which makes the marriage better if you would just participate. Sex is not a chore. It is a freaking privilege. It's part of your marriage. Remember when you first got with your partner, what happened? Y'all were like jackrabbits. And then it cools down because work, you graduate college and life happens. But when that happens and you're only having sex like once a week, once a month, once every other week, whatever, instead of every day or several times a day like you used to, it affects the affection that you have towards one another. And you need affection. You need that security of knowing that your partner's not going to cheat on you because you satisfy him. Or your partner knows that if he does ask, that you're not going to say no, and he's not going to feel shame or guilt for saying or asking you, hey, I'd like to spend time with you. Or vice versa, you going and asking your partner. You shouldn't have shame in that. And you shouldn't feel shame when you say no either. Sometimes you need to say no. But you need to at least have sex once a week, I would say, to keep your marriage intact. When my husband's home, like I said, I fell back in love with him. I feel like I'm in high school and we're jackrabbits. I'm not gonna lie. I have nothing to hide, and I want that for you. This is the healing process. I got through the trauma. I got through all the bullshit. I went no contact. My life got better. Now I'm like focusing on what is in front of me instead of what's behind me. And that's what healthy people do. That's what healthy people do. Is they look forward, not backwards. They don't think about the past. They don't use it against their partner. They don't punish them sexually because of this or that. See, I used to look at my husband like his mother, and it disgusted me. But once I healed and saw like he couldn't even protect himself, but he did ignore them. He did things like walk out of restaurants with me or whatever it was, or if we're at their house and I'd say we'd have like signals, we'd go. If I had that signal, I'm like wink, or I'd usually like be like that, you know, or like shove my head where no one's looking, or squeeze his hand. I'd squeeze his hand and I'd like do a thump, like, hey, it's time to go. I'm starting to get really pissed. He respected that and left, and we left. So don't make comments that if you haven't experienced what we've been in, what all of us has experienced, and I'm on my healing journey, and you think you have the right to come on here and tell me how to run my page, go open your own page. What experience do you have of this after 24 years of my life? I waited almost 15 years to get married to get approval. I would have had more than one child, but I was almost 30 by the time I had my first child due to Southern politics. Anyways, it's 20 minutes. I hope this reaches people that really need to hear it about their sex life and how it can make your marriage better. You just have to start quit being shy, quit not knowing how to approach, because that's the thing, is your approach is so guarded that you say no or you don't approach because you have guarded yourself from the trauma, that now you don't recognize that you have a marriage on top of that trauma that you're guarding, but your husband doesn't deserve you guarding who you are and your character and how much you love that person, regardless woman or man. And that you need to let your guard down and cut loose and not be embarrassed. Now, I'll be honest. When I started back up with our sex life, there was a few more mornings that I kind of was like looking down because it's been so long that we were like frisky like that. Okay? But that's okay. Over time, like the past few, I don't know, week, we wake up, hey, good morning, we have our coffee together and everything's cool. But at first, he would come up to me like and say, hey, I had a really good time with you. I just was checking on you. Are you okay? Like, I understand, like, we experimented or whatever. Are you okay? Are you embarrassed? I'm like, no, I'm good. I just need to get back into the groove because, see, Stella lost her groove. That's why that movie was made, because women lose their groove. Anyway, it's long enough. Peace, love, and harmony. Bye, guys.